Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Veronica. Thank you so much for clicking the link to watch today's video. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, so I am back for a 20-week pregnancy update. I just put on, I'm trying a new highlighter, so if I look glowy, thank you. What is this? Black Radiance True Complexion 3D highlighter palette. But this video isn't about makeup, but I love this. So I finally have my lights set up in my, what was supposed to be my studio, but will eventually turn into the nursery. So sorry if it looks a little bare back there. There's nothing, it makes no sense for me to put up everything that I ordered. Why you guys are here is I'm officially 20 weeks, yay! So I always wondered why whenever you watch people on YouTube and they're pregnant women and you know they don't post every 2 weeks and you're like, man, where's their update? And it's because nothing really changes that's major. And then the major things that happen, you kind of want to save them because it's like there's no, you know what I mean? Like, if I updated you guys every 2 weeks, you'd be so bored because I'd be like, nothing's different. Let's start out with me. So first of all, I'm doing okay, much better. I did have a few breakdowns over the past few weeks. It's going to grad school, which I do have a grad school update that I'm filming, so stay tuned for that. But going to grad school and being pregnant, all of my appointments, it's been really hard, really stressful. Of course, I had my finals for the past quarter just recently, and I was so stressed out. I was the sickest that I've been in a long time. So yeah, it was just really stressful. Mentally, I'm doing much better. I'm just excited to meet them. I'm ready to meet them, and I just want to get it over with. So, and not to mean that in like a bad way, but I'm just ready. So moving on, besides me, changes that I've had. So my whole body from the neck down is darker. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Even my complexion is a little bit darker, and I'm having hyperpigmentation on my armpits. My tummy's darker. You know, I know all of it goes back, but especially with women of color, Black women, we experience a lot of hyperpigmentation. So definitely have that. I definitely have the line. The line is fully up my stomach. I think it's called the Liana Negra or something like that. Let's see what else. Nausea is still happening. It's getting a little bit better, but it's still happening. Vomiting, however, has subsided more recently. So I think I'm able now to kind of get myself together a little bit, but the days where I'm very, very nauseous, it's just really hard. I saw something on Instagram and it perfectly describes the nausea. You're too nauseous to eat, but because you don't eat, you're nauseous. I'm super nauseous from the hormones, which makes me not want to eat, but because I haven't eaten, I'm even more nauseous. It's the joy of pregnancy. I'm experiencing a lot of acid reflux. I've had acid reflux this whole time. I just forgot to update it. So I do take Prilosec every day. That has helped. And I think that's pretty much it from the symptoms. I still have the pain, the uncomfortableness, the swelling. Oh my gosh, my swelling is crazy. Also, I noticed that I think my body is full of fluids, like not just the weight, not necessarily like fat from just gaining weight, but fluids, because if you notice, sometimes I'll have a really defined double chin. Like looking right now, I'm like, whoa. And then other days I'm like, my face looks kind of back to normal. So I noticed that when I'm more swollen, everything, like my face, my legs, and you can feel it because it feels, I can't explain the feeling, but you can feel the fluid in my feet. I can feel it, my legs, my face. My hands are swollen, like, oh my gosh, my hands are so swollen. So I am very, very swollen. The doctor did give me compression socks to wear, compression stockings, but I only wear those he told me to only wear them when I'm on my feet a lot. And so probably for Thanksgiving and stuff, I'll be on my feet cooking. So I'm gonna wear those. Developing pre-carpal tunnel. He said carpal tunnel is very common in pregnancies, especially towards the third trimester. It's a little bit early for me, but he said it's not out the norm because I'm carrying twins. and every woman's body is different. So he gave me braces to wear at night. So whenever I'm having really bad wrist pain or hand pain or I can't grab things, I wear those braces at night only. So for the twins are measuring a week ahead. So every time I turn a week, they're already a week ahead, but I still just count the normal week because my doctor told me a week ahead is not enough to like change the due date or anything. So even though I'm doing April, he told me most recently that I will have to give birth in either February or March. So it's almost December and I feel like we have so much to do, and I told Lewis I want everything done by January, early February at the latest, but we need to get this we need to decide on a theme. We haven't decided on a theme. I'm so indecisive. Honestly, I'm just like, whatever. And yeah, so the babies are doing very well. They are pretty much punching and kicking me. I can feel them now. I realized I've been feeling them for about 2 weeks, and I thought it was gas, but it turns out it's them. They kick me and punch me all the time. I'm having trouble sleeping because they keep mommy up, and they also make me wake up every night between 1:30 and 3 a.m. and I stay up for at least 2 or 3 hours. Then I can take a nap about 30 minutes and then I'm up for the day. They don't really like to let me nap, and I'm not really a napper. So I really struggle sometimes with energy, and like doing one task makes me so tired. Like I've been working on the Christmas tree for like a week now and it's still not done because I put up so many ornaments. I'm just exhausted. Plus I'm cleaning the house and reorganizing my closet, and I think I'm just gonna have to give that up. So that's why Lewis does a lot of the housework, because I'm just like, ugh. But I do like to clean myself because I just do. I'm very particular. I just had their anatomy scan. Normally you have it at 20 weeks, but they went ahead and did mine at 18 since the boys are doing so well. Everything came back clear. I finally got to see their hands and feet. The last scan couldn't see their hands and feet because I don't know, it looks tight in there, but the doctor assured me they have enough room, but it just looks tight in there. So they're doing well. Oh yeah, they're twin boys. Hopefully you guys watch my gender reveal. Everyone wants to know about names. You guys will not find out about names until later, like much, much later. I just also had their fetal echo. I got tested for everything. Genetically, they're kicking butt. They're doing fantastic. And so I'm very excited and happy for them. As long as I don't care how much I suffer, as long as they're okay. So every time I go in, there's a lot of anxiety, especially when you're carrying twins and stuff, but I prayed over them and I refused to accept anything from what God told me. And so Lewis prays over them every night too, and so they're doing great. I really, really want to have them in April, but I don't think my doctor will let me go that far. So kind of stinks because I wanted some April babies to be kind of like my sister's born in April, so would have been nice, but I think they're gonna be probably in March is my guess. The doctor had his resident actually tell me what a contraction feels like at this last appointment because I had no idea, and they said, hey, you're in the window now. We don't think this will happen because your pregnancy is going so well. And by the way, I don't have preeclampsia or gestational diabetes. So I know they said they're going to test me again. I should have reminded them because the doctor told me they would test me again for gestational diabetes, and I didn't. I just ignored. I just pretended like I forgot, but I knew I didn't want to do that. Because he told me regardless, because of my family history, he's going to test me twice. So I passed the first one, flying colors, and the second one he said will be the 3-hour fast one. I'm not doing that. Well, I'll do it if he tells me to do it. But right now, we're good. I have been having a little bit of sweets lately. I need to back up off it because I've been doing so well this entire pregnancy. And for some reason, just this week, I have just been craving sweets. And the boys from the very beginning, they did not like sweets. So I don't know what that's about, but this is the last week, after Thanksgiving, they're not getting any more sweets. A contraction, I didn't know what it felt like. And even though I'm starting to get up there in the window where I'm on this twin Facebook group, and the moms sometimes, like, of course, you know, I'm praying against them coming this early, but some of them have had their babies in the 20s, so like 20, anywhere from 22 to 29. I've seen a lot of like different stories on that, and positive stories actually. So I didn't know what a contraction felt like, so the doctor went through it with me, and he said it should feel like a menstrual cramp, but your belly will be super, super hard. And he's like, you should be able to tell. So I've been having a lot of uterus cramps that feel like menstrual cramps, but I've been having those for a long time. And I think it's because my uterus is stretching. It only lasts for like a few seconds, but it hurts. So I'm definitely team epidural because I have a high pain tolerance, but people telling me it's even worse, I'm like, no, epidural. So so I'm really excited for the babies. I think that's all I have for my 20-week update. Nothing major has changed besides me still going to school every day. I'm still doing all my requirements for that, still, being in the house. I'm in the house as much as possible. Louis doesn't want me out. I don't do exercise or anything like that because my doctor told me the most he wants me to do is something that I can do without being out of breath. Like if I'm out of breath at all, he doesn't want me to do it. And I'm like, I told him, well, walking makes me out of breath. And he's like, exactly. So he's like, just stick to what you've been doing. You've been doing so well. So he doesn't, I think with twins, they don't want you, whatever's been working, they're kind of like, stick to that. So, I have been a little bit I do have a nutritionist. I don't see her. I know she said she wants to see me a lot, but I'll probably only see her maybe one more time, only because I feel horrible about how much weight I've gained. Like I've gained a lot of weight. Even when I was barely eating, I was gaining weight, and you guys know that. And to be successful with your twin pregnancy, they say you need to gain a little bit of weight. So I'm not overweight by any means yet or anything, and I'm all belly. I will show you guys my belly, but it just like, she did give me some things to help me with my nausea, but I also feel bad because she's like asking me about my weight, and she's like, you were how little? And like, I know she didn't mean it and nothing by it, but the last thing I need to do is feel even more self-conscious. And I'm so happy that I could tell the difference in my body with the fluid and the swelling, because now I feel like, okay, when I give birth, I will be able to lose a lot of my weight. And so I don't want to feel bad about myself because I don't even eat bad or anything. I'm not eating. And she even told me, she's like, I'm sure you don't crave the same things that you used to and eating all the healthy food. I was like, no. And she's like, that's completely normal. So she did make me feel good about that. But I just don't want someone to keep tracking my weight and constantly like, oh, well, I only want you to eat half a banana and then eat this, because I used to control how much food I ate, and that's how I've been able to maintain my weight so long. And I don't want to do that while I'm carrying babies, because I just don't. But I'm going to show you guys my belly. Okay. So this is my belly. I had to take you guys down. As you guys can see, I am all belly. So I'm really proud of myself. No stretch marks yet. As you can see, my stomach is darker. I don't know what this line is. I have like a line that goes across. My line is now complete all the way up. And yeah, and that's my belly. And then from the side, and I like to wear men's sweatpants because it's just so much more comfortable. That is all for my 20-week update, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.